You're live twice in one day. I like finding berries, but when I find some I don't know what they are, it bugs the out of me. So it's a toss up between Shawnee and Broke Farmer. Um, two for one, yeah. Aronia berry looks very similar to what you said there. Yeah, yeah. It's bugging me. Yeah, I think the aronia berries hang more. You know what? And they've got a little different, but and the buckthorn, but I don't want to try them. Birds are not eating them. Chef Tech 86. Visible Farms, welcome, welcome, welcome. My gosh, it's been a while there. It's been a minute there, Pilgor. But if we could see the flower, go back when it's flowering. You know what? I have video I'm looking for of that plant. I thought it was a good video before. I think it's a pink flower, but I am looking for it. It's on one of my forage videos, but I just didn't think it'd have this. I've seen the bush before, but it didn't have all those berries on it. It was a different time of year. And I don't generally go down that side road. But then when I was out for a walk this morning, there was an oil tanker spilling oil all over my street. So I went out and just videotaped it. I didn't call anybody, but they were delivering oil. And when they deliver oil, they put down their hose and it dribbles out. And I've warned them before, don't come anywhere near my property. So yeah. So I was out there and he seen me too. And he made sure to park on the lady's property because it's next to mine. And that's where the oil spills all were. None could affect my property. But before he would park partially onto my parking lot, and there'd be oil spilled. And I'm like, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. But I didn't call anybody. But if he had spilled on my property, I would call. But it wasn't mine, so I didn't bother. Good evening, Pilgor. Chef Tech Mark. Thanks for the thumbs up. Visible Farms, what's up? Yay, Howie. It's been rough since my uncle passed. I'm sorry to hear that there, Pilgor. That is rough when you lose loved ones. My thoughts are with you. I too have had losses. Yeah. Newfound Drone Productions. Hiya, Bill. Yeah, we're just having a little chit chat with my pal in Minnesota there, where buckthorn grows wild. Yeah, and there's two kinds. There's the glossy kind, and there's the little short bush kind. Yeah. Hey, GTJR grows in Alaska. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Yeah, Howie, it's been rough. I'm sorry, buddy. Have Chef Tech, your chef experience and advice was wonder to have in my chat. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Mark's loaded with intel. GT is here all the way from Alaska. He's a great guy. Anytime, Shawnee. Glad to pop in. Wife and I are hanging in there. My bad, eh? Yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks for both of your channels there, Mr. Mark. But yeah, it's been a learning day for me. Buying space. Happy New Year. Buying space. That looks familiar. Go to channel. But it's been an interesting day. Just a total pile of learning. You look pretty reasonable buying space, so I'll subscribe to you and see what you're all about. And can't give you a wrench right away until we see what you're all about. Because, yeah, but buying space, welcome, welcome, welcome. And Happy New Year, Buying Space. I subscribe so I can have a look at your channel. And once I look at the channel and it's all good, and then you're good to go. Right now, we're talking about some berries. And welcome, welcome, welcome. that is hard to identify. They look so much similar to buckthorns, to chokeberry, not choke cherry, but chokeberry and aronia berries. And Shawnee was first in with what I believe it is. I can't even pronounce it, but maybe she can. The last word, vulgaire. That's all I remember. But it matches up to its height, the leaf structure, and but man, that there's many pounds of berries on that, and if Broke Farmer is right, and he might be, there's a 25% chance I'm giving it, because it could be the aronia berry. It could be, but it doesn't have the droops like that. But that's not to say it hasn't grown in some different area. The privet, yeah. Yeah, I remember that too. It's when you're learning something new, it takes 130 times to get it in your brain, eh? So, mine's probably longer because, it takes me a long time to repetitive of and I'm researching that because for a simple fact, it's the middle of winter and here's all these berries. And if they're edible, I want to have them, right? Because it's not far from my food forest and it's growing on the side of the road without any help, all by itself. And, so I know my calendar's on December. I don't have a new calendar yet. Scotty I Gotti, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. And talking about the latest short that I put up, trying to figure out for sure what kind of berry it is because, privet berries used to make, I bet it did. I bet it did. Absolutely. Absolutely. I bet it did. Yeah. Yeah. But the buckthorn, the glossy buckthorn, it did look like that too. It looked like that, and they're all over Minnesota. They're just everywhere. The University of Minnesota actually studies it, and I watched a bunch of vids on it. But I mean, whether it is or isn't, I'm gonna know. I will know. I'm actually digging out my books. Okay, this is getting interesting. Yeah, buckthorn berries are smaller than what you showed for me here. Yes, that's not to say that this hasn't hybridized, or it's not to say that this isn't the one that's just grown from seed that's a little different. We don't know. I don't know. I need to know. I will be studying now until I do know. It's within 5 kilometers of where my domicile is, my house is. So I want to know if I go there and get 5 or 10 pounds of beer. I don't think I'd get 10 pounds, but I probably would get 5 pounds of jam out of it. But here's Uncle Al. Like Uncle Al said, don't eat it unless you know it. And I ain't eating it. I don't see any birds eating it. So, this is it's a oh, hey, Mike's KR, is there an extension office or university you can send a few berries to identify? Good question. um Al, yeah, okay, Uncle Al, yeah, Uncle Al's here. Is it related to the Saskatchewan berry? I don't know. Buying space, I have no idea. None at all. But I am gonna know. I'm already did a big tear with my books, okay, and I've got a picture of every berry, leaf structure. Now, if it peels down and it releases a yellow dye, then I'm gonna know exactly what it is. So tomorrow morning, I'm going over with my pocket knife, my little Swiss Army knife, and I'm gonna scrape down. And if it's yellow in there, I'm not gonna say what it is right now, but I will know. And I got to know. It's part of my foraging. It's within my 5 kilometer radius of where I am, so I need to know. We have a deathly berry in my. Oh yeah, Oh yeah, oh yeah, like oh yeah. There's a nightshade berry that looks like that. There's a twin berry that looks like that. You just don't touch it. You don't touch it. Mike's Chaotic Gardening. Mike's here. Yes, I like Mike's Chaotic Gardening. But it's really burning me up. I gotta know because for the simple fact that's a lot of nutrition. If that is a cornea berry or cornea berry, however you say it, these are new to me. Like I mean, that's not an indigenous berry around here. Maybe down south in the United States. And then if it's what Shawnee is saying, that's a European thing. So for it to be growing on the side of the road, I'm leaning towards buckthorn. That's what I'm leaning towards. And it was cool to find Simply Jan Homestead swinging by to say hi before supper. Well, you have a lovely dinner. Andy Heinrich, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, Andy. And I know you don't have a big, huge channel, but you're going to get a rich. There you go, because I actually seen you here before, and I've seen you somewhere else too. Yeah, Mike's. There's a stinky Jerry under my pine tree. The squirrels eat, smells poison. Laugh out loud. Interesting. Simply Jan is saying hello to everybody. Barry, silly autocorrect. There's a stinky berry under my pine tree. The squirrels eat, smells poison. I know you got to be careful. This is so exciting. Can't wait to get the identified answer. Well, I'm not stopping. You're not going to believe what happened yesterday or a couple days ago, maybe. It's been a long, bloody week. I found this herbaceous shrub flowering massive yellow flowers I've never seen before. At least I don't think so. I may have seen it before, but I didn't know what I was looking at. And it kind of looks like a thyme plant, tree, shrub. Anyway, I've got the video. I haven't put it up because all of a sudden this black like berry, I don't know what the heck it is. I've never really seen it. I don't want to wrench. You want me to fix stuff. Oh, well, you don't have to if you don't want to. I can't, but you look kind of like a Papa Smurf that's, chilling and smoking salmon. We have new plants pop up here every year. Simply Jan Holmes said, yeah, I would pull it, but the squirrels and birds love it. Chances are, if they're eating it, you might be able to too. I got a nasty neighbor. I could try it on them. No, just kidding. Just a guy joke. Sorry. Yeah, it's not that funny actually. I still don't like him though. I don't think I even love the guy, so that's really bad. He's a crazy guy. He runs out of his house, punches somebody, runs back in the house. He tried that crap with me, but he ran back in the house in a big hurry. Exactly, Uncle. Wow. Be very careful. Wow. Yeah. He's just a nut. There's lots of them. Don't worry. He's the only one. There's plenty more. Yeah. But this morning to see all those berries, it's up on the short. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, how can I move this? You on Vancouver Island? Yes, I am, Andy. Yes, I am. This place is amazing. I mean, you can find lemon tree, you can find kiwi, you can find loquat, you can find pineapple guava growing here. It's like, okay. I mean, it's the stuff you only read about in like books, like or whatever, or see videos down south. They're growing these things, but there's a marine temperate climate here. So send him Barney the dinosaur card that says hands are for hugging, not hitting. Yeah. Good morning, afternoon, evening. Happy, healthy, wealthy New Year. Well done there, Silly Lily. Did you see the latest short? What's that? May even grow where you are. It is interesting. My bet is 50% Shawnee is right and 50% broke farmers right. You're one of you are right. That's what I'm thinking. Temperate climate, rainforest. Exactly. I've been walking through the rainforest and there's basil growing there and tomatoes. And I'm like, how's that work? You know? So I've seen it. I've seen things grow here that just shouldn't grow here, but it does. Like we haven't had any snow yet, and it's in January. For real. We have one frost night, and then we had a little tiny skimmy of frost, like a little tiny frozen ice on the car twice. That's it. Okay, it's supper time. See you, Simply Jan Homestead. Thanks for being here. Always a pleasure. And thanks for hitting that thumbs up while you're here, or on your way out, or on your way in, or on the replay. But if you know what that, I'm going to put up another short. I'm going over and redoing it tomorrow morning. I'm going to look. Take care, Jan. Enjoy your supper. I'm going to see if it's yellow on the inside of the cambium. I'm even going to cut one to look at the phloem. I have to know. Carpenter self-reliance. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Going to channel. Carpenter self-reliance is wow, you have a good channel. Hunting, fishing, gardening, farming. Well, now I'm already subscribed. I've already been to your channel. Oh yes, very much so. Yes. Okay, so you are. I don't want to hide you. I've been to your channel before. And good night, Buying Space. Thank you for being here. Blessings to you. Happy New Year. And I'm going to go check out your channel. And everybody else here that wants to check out Buying Space channel, go and check it out and see what you think. And you're new, so that's why I always, if I'm not subscribed to you, but now I am, I'm going to go and check it out. And I have to. I have to govern accordingly. So you take care, Buying Space, and thank you kindly for being here. Much love, mad respect. I did see the short. Can't help you with identifying the shrub tree. It is a shrub tree, isn't it? I thought maybe elderberry, however, wrong leaf structure. That's the first thing I thought about was black elderberry. I'm like, yeah, this is a black elderberry, man. But then looking at it, like you said, the leaf structure doesn't match up. But I've been watching a ton of videos on blackberries that grow on trees that are oval shaped or round, circular. There's a lot of them, like a lot of different buckthorns too. Like it's not elderberry. No. At first I thought it could be, but it wasn't. That quickly exited the mind looking at but this thing is growing in pretty much full sun, almost full sun, but not quite. And it's not a huckleberry. I thought it was a black huckleberry, the Vaxium ovatum, but it's not. It definitely isn't. I've got to run. Sea buckthorn is orange, but it can be black too. The buckthorn, it's not sea buckthorn then though. I got to run. Mike's chaotic gardening. He's got to run for his heart, baby. Thanks, Mike, for being here. Yeah, but like Uncle Al says, it's not an elderberry. I'm going with Shawnee and 50%. At first, it was 100%, but then Broke Farmer came on there and it was Aronia berry, and I'm like, geez, they really look the same too. And I'm like, oh no. It's not Saskatoon because of the clumps of berries. Exactly. I have Saskatoon berry. I have service berry too here. I know those berries. I know most berries. Yeah, that ain't it though. But Bill from Atlantic Drone there, I was hoping he would still hear. I had a question for him. It's not Saskatoon because of the clumps of berries. Exactly, it's not. I know it's not. I've had Saskatoon berry jam often, and I've picked them. I've actually grown the tree itself. So yeah. Hey, there's Bill. Hey, Bill, how's it going, buddy? Hey, Bill. Back home, there's those blackberries, those little round blackberries. They're not blueberries, but they're on a shrub a little bit bigger. You are you familiar with that? I can't remember the name of them. And good bud. I never heard it called good bud. Hmm. Anyway, there's a berry. It's like a choke cherry, but like a choke berry, but it's not. And I remember them along the power line when I was a kid, but I don't remember what they were called or anything. And they look, yes, it looks like this tree is in your short, but I can't remember the name either. Yeah, I know. It looks very familiar, but I can't touch it. He was answering you, how you doing? Yes, Mark. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it is a small, short tree, a shrub, a tall shrub bunched like that. And I've seen it before. Oak Knob Farm, good evening, fellow earthlings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, yeah. It's a mystery because the simple I need to know it's part of my need to know thing because it's whatever it is, it's got plenty of berries on it. If not edible for humans, birds should enjoy them. Well, exactly. Like, oh, I had just had to go down that street today. I know. I was just like, I'm perplexed with it, and I've looked at a lot of different buckthorns and chokeberry, and then the different ones that Shawnee proposed one and Broke Farmer proposed, and someone else did too. Yeah, oh yeah, the chokeberry that was wild edibles, but it's not a chokeberry. It's the leaf structure is wrong, but she didn't say it was either. And she's pretty smart. She knows her. It's good to know exactly what you're able to forage 12 months of the year. With this berry bush that I found this morning, I want to know because there's a lot of berries on it, and if need be, that could make a quite a few jars of jelly or jam for myself or my community in the winter time. So, did 20 seeds as they start have about 200? Speaking of berries, just stratified and start stratifies and started stratified and stratified sea buckthorn here today. Smart. That's an immunity booster there for sure. Lots of people grow that here. It's big business. It's a lot of money. People grow that. They get paid quite well. And yeah, well done there, Oak Knob. Yeah, whatever it is, it's got plenty of berries. I'm very interested in that. I'm all over that. But that's. But I also found this bush. I haven't put up the, and it's got like little heart leaves on it, and it's massive amount of leaves. And I thought, well, gee, it must be some kind of like a herb, but it's got no smell, and it's loaded with flowers. I'm like, this place is weird. I mean, this is January, okay, in Canada, but we haven't had a snow or any really winter-like conditions, except a couple of windstorms. We had a couple of those, and we had a couple of atmospheric downpours, and we had a cyclone bomb. But yeah, Scartify is rubbing it on sandpaper to rough it up the outside to stimulate a pass through a bird gut. Oh, right. Yes, of course. Yes, it's gone through the roughage and worn down the outside. Yes, of course. I inherited a tree I couldn't identify. It was very stiff branches with thorns on it. I had a certified arborist who couldn't identify it. If he couldn't, I certainly can't. Flowers before leaf. Hmm. There's 1.2 million species of mold, yeast, fungus, trees, bugs, whatever in your area. Good luck. Devil's Club. Yeah, I know what Devil's Club is. I hung on to one time. I'm still picking crap out of my hand. Yeah. Not good. But there was medicinal uses for that. Yeah. Sorry, I'm back. I had a phone call. Well, phone call, hey. I just went and got a new phone thing, my jogger. What a pain that was. And paying. Pain and paying. I had a very small fruit tree that almost looked like a plum. Interesting. I hate my phone. Your phone doesn't hate you, it rings you. It loves you, Bill. Have you tried the Planet Net phone app? Nope. Planet Net. You can take pics of leaves, flowers, etc. See if it can ID it. Yeah, I don't have that. A friend of mine has it. You have to have it on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your phone loves you, Bill. Loves you so much it's phoning you up. You can tell I've been around some Newfoundlanders. I have a sense of humor. Them guys all have sense of humor. They're always got it going on. We're a good laugh about. Yep, yep. But yeah, I am interested to know about this berry though. I want to know like yesterday. I want to hurry up and know yesterday or last week. Because if it's like that and the berries are ripe in the wintertime, then that's a good food source. You have a berry that's available in the wintertime. I mean, that's almost unheard of unless it's like kiwi. Kiwi is available right now. They're still good. Oak knob farm. I've been thinking of getting that. It would be useful. It would be very useful. Get an expert opinion. The berry reminds of a poisonous berry that the Romans used to poison people. I know, right, Al? You can't be messing around, boy. You don't mess around. You got to be careful. Even talking about it, you got to be careful. I'm related to most of Newfoundland. My sister goes every year to meet family. Cool, but cool there, Mark. Have you rubbed the berry on your skin to see if you get irritated? Well, no, I'm waiting for someone else so I can rub it on their skin. I don't want it on mine. I'm smarter. I'm just kidding. Luckily, our bodies usually taste poison as bitter. True. Howie looks like a Saskatoon berry to be. I know, right? But it's not. But I don't know. Yeah. This lady comes by and she's like, how are you going to get the star on top of that tree? It's like 35, 40 feet or whatever. I don't know. I said, well, I'm waiting for someone to come by to put it on there. She's like, well, I'm not doing that. I said, well, you're smarter than most. I'm still waiting for one that's not as smart. She got a kick out of that, man. She's in a walker. Yeah. You know what? Sling. What? Whoa, whoa. Pull my fingers. Howie's mantra. Hey, Danny and Lorraine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shawnee, keep track of it. Sure got to see the flowers. You know what? I think I have a video of it, and I believe them to be a pink flower, and I'm on it. I have to go back to like summertime, last spring. So I'm going quite a ways back. I have video of that yard of things blooming there now, and it bloomed like a pink, limey pink kind of whitish pink kind of. But I'm going to find out. I'm obsessed. Silly Lily Plant Net is free and has helped my ID all manner of things in my yard. Oh, cool. Very cool. I want to go over and scrape it and see if it's yellow underneath. Because if it's yellow, I'll know exactly what I have. Because I've done a little bit of research, not a lot. But this lady at the University of Minnesota, she knew all about it. So if anything, I'm gonna snap a photo and send it to her because she got ones that are looking very, very similar. Now, the only problem with it was it had some ribs. This one didn't have ribs on the leaves. Okay. It didn't have that. It had the oval leaf, but then it didn't have the ribs, and hers had rib. But she was saying that when seeds open up, they're slightly different and this and that. So yeah, they have tons of good info. And they got all those professors there, and they're pretty slick. The leaves, the bark, all important yeah. And that's another thing. It had a silvery gray bark. Okay. And that's a buckthorn look, not a sea buckthorn, but a different buckthorn. And yeah, and it even has a goji berry look, the leaf structure as well. And there is a black goji that grows wild in the United States and all through the deserts. I'm going to know. That's my quest. I'm waking up tomorrow to know. I do have a phone call friend that I can call that's a master botanist. I don't like to bother her too much. She's a very busy person at the university, so I don't really want to bother her. But I will. I will. I'll pull that phone out and phone her. I'm just burning to know, man. You have to let us know, Howie, when you solve the mystery. Well, how about here? You can solve too. I'm putting up a new video. Whoa. Oh, there's a little doggy. You have to let us know, Howie, when you solve the mystery. Yep. Later, Howie. See you, die bullfrog. One of my students brought me honey. Whoa. Gotta like that. The leaves, bark, all important when identifying. Yes. Even under the cambium is important. Even the root structure. What it looks like from dormancy to full bloomage to fruiting. That really helps. There's a lot of different plants on the planet, and there's new ones being made all the time. Okay, not just by man like GMO, but actually by nature. Like when things freely hybridize, like juniper berry, that freely hybridized, kinnikinnick freely hybridized. So, why not this plant? But yeah. Sidebar, do you harvest and make things with beautyberry? Yes, of course. Of course. It makes a nice cream for the face for taking out wrinkles. Yeah, I have beautyberry. Yeah. They're insipid though. There's no taste. They are edible. And I have a huge bush there. But yeah. Now, people that use the Latin name, that's a problem with that. Like people call Weigela beautyberry as well, right? But the beautyberry that I'm talking about is a flower. It comes from Texas. They're purpley elongated berries now, right? And I'm not saying the Latin name for my beautyberry that I have because I don't remember it. It's Americanum something or another. But the Weigela across the street is also known as the beauty bush. This can get confusing if you don't know the Latin terminology for it, like the Latin name, right? There's only one Latin name for every single piece of flora on the planet. There'll be tons of common names. American beautyberry. Good day. Enjoy being awesome. Another Howie stream when I'm away. Shawnee Grows, you got a video on making mead? It sparked my interest. Shawnee has admitted that she does make mead. I found that interesting. Yeah, mead's good for you. Good to see you there. Enjoy being. I was thinking about you because you came to the live there. Yeah, yeah. But it's Friday. I'm gonna get a drink of water. I need some water. I'm like dying of thirst. I make mead, but haven't made a video. We're waiting. No, I'm just kidding. Well, lemon water. Lemon water does not spike my sugar. While Howie's away, everyone thumbs up. That's pretty funny. Well, hydrate. Yes. Hi, all. Enjoy being. Resins. I spelled that wrong. Right? Raisins? Raisin? I don't know. My phone keeps changing it. Shawnee goes, you should mail a video of your making mead. I'd be interested. I get a lot of local honey for, I think that's make. You must be on a phone too. You phone people. Dried grapes, Flavo loud. Shawnee grows make. I can't type. Yep. I rolled this lemon and excited the electrolytes, the electric charged minerals. There we go. Cheers. Yeah, I was thirsty. That was good. Pucker up. Yeah. I won't sleep much tonight knowing there's a berry I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. But I will be over there tomorrow morning. I'm going to take a sample. I'm actually going to pull one out of the ground and bring it here, plant it. I have plans. Now rinse with clear water to get the acid off your teeth. Hey, acid? All right. I'm just kidding. Yeah. You're right, though, Silly Lily. A friend who was a chef was always running a lemon under scalding water for 15 seconds, claiming it released some oils. And it does. Out of the skin and rounded off the sour flavor. Absolutely. It's called lemonine, if I remember correctly. But I better go. Silly Lily's right. I better, yeah. My teeth are rough enough as it is. I don't need more problems. So, a friend of mine has agreed to, because I've got this huge lemon tree, to film me picking lemons tomorrow. So that's kind of cool. It's indoor growing, but still, I'll be picking at least one because I'm going to be running it through my juicer, and I like my own lemon when I do my green juicing with the masticating juicer. It presses it. And like Enjoy being said, if you run it under scalding hot water for 15 seconds and then you put it in the juicer, you want lemonine? That's what happens. Yep. Adrian, Howie, not that kind of acid. No, I've never done anything like that. I'm not a. I have a hard enough time with my brain the way it is. Can you imagine if you're looped and seeing stuff? Oh my God, I couldn't handle that. No, no. I don't want experiments done on me, so I'll stay away from government agencies. A friend of mine, one of my best friends, she's gone now, but she did experiments in Montreal with the government and the Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA. She was involved with that. And I have it recorded as well before she passed. She ended up passing with lung cancer, and she wouldn't take the medically induced death. She wouldn't do that. She went to She went right to the bitter end. It took her like almost 9 months after being diagnosed with lung cancer. Like you can't, it's inoperable and spreading. She lasted a long time. So I was just like, Jesus, man. But she did a lot of LSD for the government experiments. So yeah, Howie must have been a hellraiser in his 20s. Huh? You have no idea, buddy. Howie, no. Well, actually, I was pretty good. I raised a family, but I did hang out with a rough bunch, and some of my family members are not pleasant individuals that you would, hang around with. They're just, they're like bugs. And then some other family members are really cool. I mean, that's like in any family that you're going to have. The government never paid for my LSD. I feel ripped. Oh, stop that. Oh my gosh. Jeez, goodness or what, eh? But yeah, my sister-in-law has just been diagnosed with the same. Oh yeah, you're mentioning that. I'm sorry that that's happening to her. Yeah, my very good friend was Pauline Tiffin. Yeah, she passed away in hospice. I couldn't go there and watch her die. I just couldn't do it, man. And I've had to do that a few times in my life, and it just zonks me. And I wrote a letter saying I'm sorry, and it was quite a ways from me. It was in Alberta, so but her daughter and stuff. Now her other daughter she's passing away too. She's got some terminal illness. I'm like, geez, I know her really well. She just came to visit me this summer, and it was fun seeing her. They're really sweet, hey. But they were here for the Highland Games, and that's the Scottish Games where they do Highland Games. So they're big time Scottish followers of the Highland Games. So they come here every year. So, but now she's in hospice. I'm pretty sure her other sister called, said she was not doing the greatest, but she's hanging in there. I'm like, wow. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. We all get a shot at it. We get born and then we all get to pass away. She want you to remember her when she was healthy. That's exactly it. Dave Knight. Welcome, 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 Mr. Knight. Good to see you there, Dave. Just chit chat. Have you seen the local video on my channel there, Dave, about this unknown berry? You may have seen it in your locale. It's a possibility. It's a black like berry on a shrubby type tree, and it's loaded, and I found it, and I might have it on in flower on video because I have gone down that road before. So that's interesting. So it's Happy Friday. Tomorrow I am taking stock of what's in my cupboard. So I'm going to be doing that. Time to rotate out all the soups I don't want because they're going to be coming out of date here. It's 2025 and it's 2025 on it. I want stuff that goes to like 2028, 29 would be preferred, but I'll take 27. But I mean, it's good for, a long time after the expiry date anyway, but I'm just kind of fussy. And not only that, I need to know what's going on in my freezer. I just stocked up on a ton of spotted prawns for my awesome son-in-law. He's a sweetie. He goes fishing for months on end and brings me all this food. I make sure that he's well looked after too. I got to run. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye, Silly Lily. Yep. Dave Knight looks like a nightshade. I know, right? It does, but I don't believe it to be. I know nightshade, and it's not. But if it was, you don't eat them. It's like if you ever see a red blueberry in your basket of blueberries when you buy them, don't eat that one. and it ain't pleasant. See you, silly Lily. Yeah, interesting day when I found that today, and I pulled a lot of radishes. God, I had a lot of radishes and turnips. What else did I do? Oh, I took out my compost. I did my laundry. I found a new berry. I don't know what the heck it is, which is interesting. And what else did I do? Oh, Mrs. V was here. That was cool. What else was there? Oh, I made a pizza for breakfast. I just had to have a pizza, man. Yeah. What else have I done today? Oh, I went out shopping. That's right. Just for an hour. What did I buy? I can't remember. Oh, peanuts. I bought peanuts. Well, they're not peanuts. They're planters nuts, but there's mixed nuts in there. I know. Off topic. Haha. I worked out a good way of cleaning all the plastic parts of my slow juicer. Soak in sink with six. I've heard of stuff like that. Yeah, it'll pick everything off. The gas bubble. Yeah, Dave. I got a pint of radish going to get cold for 2 weeks. Oh, nice. It's going to get cold where you are. I seen it coming. I have a brother-in-law that lives in Ontario, and he's got snow. Hmm. I'm like, ooh, it's a 4-letter word. Where's CR? We're swearing. I bet he's chewing on green onions somewhere. Smart guy, hey? Green onions loaded with vitamin C. But yeah, it's an interesting plant. I'm going to know more by tomorrow. I should have this all sorted out and jam made by tomorrow evening. Yeah, it's just bugging the heck out of me. It's one of those things. Yeah. Yeah. So you're going to put the heat on in your for 2 weeks in your greenhouse there, Dave? I got more than a pint of radishes. I got a lot of radishes. Huge, giant German globish ones. I should have made a video. I didn't. It was pouring rain. Still here hiding in the bushes. Hey, what you doing in there? Hiding. You ain't hiding no more because we know you're there. Yeah. Yeah. Globe-sized radish. Yeah, like those big ones, like that, I guess. Like that, big around, whatever. Yeah, but like that. But like that. Maybe like that size. Yeah. They're pretty big radishes. But you see, I I planted all different radishes, and I'll do that. Sometimes I'll just make a carpet like I did on my greens patch. And the turnips are doing really well, and they're tasty. Oh my God. Golf ball size. Yeah. Yeah. Still here. Okay, globes. Yeah. What do you use for heating back when I was young and my parents had a commercial fuchsia nursery? And we used kerosene heaters during the frosty nights. Nice. All fuchsias are edible, hey? The flowers and the berries, hey? A lot of people don't know that. They're delicious. They're beautiful, sweet berries. Yep. What's in your fridge? Laugh out loud. Tuna loins. There, I took some out of the freezer, and I ate all the lion's mane. That was absolutely delicious. I spray it 4 times a day. Come on, grow, 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 grow. um, just stuff, like, oh, I got some new cheese. Got 2 huge blocks of cheese of mozzarella. Got that for a very good price. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of veggies put in there, broccoli, carrots, Brussels sprouts, which is my favorite. And what else is in there? Oh yeah, well, there's kiwi and apples that I grew here in the food forest. Lewis, a greens carpet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good to see you, Lewis. No comes a time. Now comes the time to quit starting stuff in an aquarium for February planting. Yeah. Hey, it's by March 1st. I'm loaded up here. I'm direct sowing by March 1st in the ground out there. Okay, like that's cool weather crops. But by March 1st, I'm starting my tomato plants here. So spring's around the corner. It's not going to be too long. This year, I grew a lot of food, man. I gave a lot of food away too because I just can't use it. So I've got to be more wise to growing what I want to keep and what I want to do. I have to be more wise in that department. And I've decided that I'm doing a rooftop garden this year because I've been rebuilding the roof and the wall around the roof. I had to use cedar. I have it almost done. I will have lettuce in March. I have lettuce right now. I have lettuce in containers, and Mrs. V was here today, and she said that it'd be a good idea for me to take them in because there's going to be frost. She's very wise, and that to take in the cilantro and the dill and just put it in my window here. So I'm looking at doing that tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow morning, I'm pretty sure. And I want to boost all the plants out soon again and start watering and cleaning them. I'll be starting most of my plants in a few weeks. Yep, going to be a cucumber jalapeno season. Yeah, cucumbers are crazy prices, man. Like, and garlic. Garlic is like $20 to $30 a pound. I'm like, wow, 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 wow. Yeah, yeah. Lettuce is it's crazy. It's $5 for a little bunch of leaves. I'm like I have lots in containers, and I direct sow my lettuce. I don't have to do too much. I do a lot of guerrilla growing where I just direct sow it and just leave it, and I'm very successful. And then like I know when I put the rooftop garden up top, I'm growing some other things like watermelon and stuff like that up on to the roof and peppers and eggplant that really likes a lot of heat. Peppers, they love heat, and that's the place to do it because that roof gets hot. So I am harvesting my lettuce. I have to make it last. Smart. I'll be starting most, okay, plants in a few weeks. Going to be cucumber, jalapeno. Well done, Mark. I am harvesting my lettuce. Yep. Last year, I did a tomato experiment using super deep planter bags, like an 8-inch diameter but 2 foot tall. I rolled them down to normal height, and as the seedling grew, cut the lower leaves. Very cool. Very cool. Tomato plant likes to pump out lots of roots. Okay, and the roots that come out need nutrients. So when you plant it, bury it right down, knock off the leaves. I'm very successful with it. I made a huge garden out of this neighborhood lawn, but the lady ended up painting the bloody house, the gables and stuff, and you can see the paint going over, and it was very disheartening to see. And she still doesn't even up here, so I'm not doing that again. No, that was disheartening. Rolled up the bag a bit and topped up with soil. Nice, nice. Ended up with seedlings with 2 foot deep roots. Nice. Tomato plants are technically viners. Yes, they are. Been trying to make my garden waterless if need me. If need be. Is there a B by the end? Yep. B. Yeah, that's what I figured. But yeah, um, it's another growing season, but I'm just going to concentrate on planting more trees in my neighborhood, making air layered trees. I'm going to make a bunch of figs and gojis and all this and put it all through my neighborhood because there is available land. I'm going to avoid the municipal BS. Give me $100 and we'll come and tell you no. I'm not doing that. If they want to come and cut down a tree that's been planted and someone's looking after it and there's nothing growing there but just thorns and whatever, well, then they're stupider than stupid. So that makes sense. I've seen it. I've seen it just recently. About a year or so ago, I did a video of all this ceanothus growing on this hillside, and there was billions of bees there. They cut it all down. Those trees last forever, and they're nitrogen fixers. It was all just cut down. Sad. Very sad. Ceanothus cannot be transplanted. It's impossible. No one has ever been successful. You can plant a ceanothus. It's a nitrogen fixer, but you can't move them. It won't live. It just won't. People are so dumb. I know, right? And it was like about 100 yards on the hillside of nothing but sea of blue. It was gorgeous. And I made a video. And within a few months, it was all cut down. And there was nothing planted there. And I'm like, why? Why are you so stupid? Like when they were passing out brains, you jumped on a freaking train? Like, and the weird thing was, it was right full of hummingbird nest. Okay. The hummingbirds just loved it there. The bees loved it there. And there was a good 100 yards of this on the hillside of 3 or 4 plants, trees. They were ceanothus trees. And they had been there for a few years since that development was made. But I was the only one that walked up on the hillside and did a video. I kind of feel like that it was my fault for going there and making the video. Ignorant is an understatement to anybody that got them ceanothus blue tree. They're beautiful. They're also known as California lilac. They look like a lilacs, but they're not. They're ceanothus. It was disheartening to see. And I've seen that before when you paid attention to something and then it's dead. One time I noticed all these plums were growing along the side of the road beside this property line. It wasn't on anybody's property. The guy came out and seen me up into the plum tree and he was screaming at me and I was picking plums. And then a couple days later I go by, it was all cut down. I'm like, son of a beehive. My daughter says you can't fix stupid, but duct tape is a good temporary fix. You know what? I'm a pacifist. I love life, but you know what? I might turn a blind eye to that. Smart people talk about concepts. Small people talk about people. Huh. Interesting. I've never looked at it that way. But I do miss those ceanothus. And hey, Glenn, out of garden, good to see you. But I also, there was a strawberry tree down here in the new complex, and it's an indigenous tree of British Columbia, and it grows huge strawberries, like golf ball size, right full of seeds though. But they do taste good, taste like apricots. And I went over and picked it with my friend one day. I just picked a few, and this lady was looking at us and not very friendly looking. A couple days later, it was cut down. I'm like, there's just something with that. They don't want you around, or they don't want you looking at something, or you don't, you're not in a little box in the drawer. So hey, watch that guy. Sad. But on a more serious note, it's Friday. It's 19 minutes to 5, and I've got a tuna loin over here, an albacore tuna loin. and I'm going to have it with wasabi and lemon juice. I was going to make tataki with it, but it means I have to fire up the Barbie. That's a lot of work, but I need to eat my protein. I'm staying away from carbs. Carbs are really bad, man. I'm having a hard time. Now, some carbs like pasta, that the 7, 8 hours later, your sugar level's still spiked. I can't do that. I have some serious issues now, so can't be doing that anymore. So I'm down to eating peanuts, man. That's like, and I'm not supposed to eat peanuts. I'm allergic to them, like old ones with fungus on it. But new, fresh peanuts, I'm not. But it's weird. How you tell the difference? Well, I can smell them in the package if they're old. I'm like, no, not for me. I'm having a hard time getting my eating under control. Water, drink water, lemon water. Like I just drank that lemon water. I'm not even hungry anymore. There's a difference between craving and hunger. Craving, you just craving because you're craving. I mean, but to feel satiated, you eat high protein and low carb, no sugar. Because if you eat sugar, that releases a dopamine, and it's one molecule different than cocaine and heroin sugar. Hey, so I need some more. Oh, I need some more. Oh, I need some more. Okay, so avoid the sugar, avoid the carbs too. Like rice is a really high carb. Bread is a very high carb. And if you're going to eat a high carb, just eat a little bit. And cheese on a cracker is okay. Peanut butter on a cracker is okay. But if you just constantly think about food, it's time to squeeze a lemon in water, um, and that slows you down. You want to increase your metabolism. So lemon water is really good for that. But drink water or tea, and don't differentiate. If you think, oh, I'm looking in the fridge or the cupboard or I'm in the pantry, no, get over to that water fountain or wherever you're getting your clean reverse osmosis or distilled water or spring water from, and just drink your gullet full, and you won't want to eat. Enjoy being. Have you had any experience with homeopathic tissue cell salts? No, but there is a homeopathic practitioner down the road here. She's a little intimidating at 7 feet tall. So, and we're not friends. She's don't speak English very well, and I don't know. She's always weird. So I just like, oh, yeah, hello, go on by quickly. I don't get her. I just don't get her ideology of who she is, whatever. I just quickly go by. Yeah. Have you had it? Okay, Chef Tech, carbs never used to be a problem until Monsanto came to the party. My opinion. Huh, interesting. Hey, Berdazzle. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy New Year. Um, you know what? You might have something there because in France they eat bread all the time, but they don't have GMO bread. They have normal bread. Just saying. Same in Italy. They don't allow GMO products there. They don't allow Skittles and crap like that there. You know, chemical dyes and Roundup. Ew. Right? Can get a little confusing in what's good for you. Chances are, if it comes from nature in its own package, you're going to be okay. It's when humans decide to go, oh, let's put it in this bright package. Like today, this friend of mine, I had to go shopping. My friend is a diabetic and picks up a box of these protein bars, and then it's got a block of caramel fudge on it, and I'm like, aren't you a diabetic? She's like, yeah. Then why would you buy something that has caramel in it? She's like, but it says it's only 3 grams of sugar. I said, and you believe that? You can't believe everything you read or you're told because mostly it's BS. Hey, oops. Yeah, real wheat. Probably nothing wrong with real wheat. Diabetes was rare before 75. Type 2 was the only thing talked about. Yeah. Well, in the evening, I won't eat carbs. I don't care how hungry I am. I don't give a rat's ass. I'm not going to touch it because I don't, you know, pasta spikes for 6, 7, 8 hours. Same with rice, same with bread, same with potatoes. There's a huge spike that lasts a long, long time. If there is a spike, it shouldn't last very long. Okay, just saying. But it's tough to regulate and get used to. Like, if you're going to eat a carb, it's best to eat it in the morning with some high fiber and high protein. Don't eat it in the evening. Just don't. It's not going to do you any good, right? Yeah. But yeah, the new year is bringing on a lot of goals for myself. I want better food. I want access to more fishing and wild game. I have been sowing wheat and oats into the long grass around the garden, and before cutting it down, patches have begun coming up on their own. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. I found a couple of acres of wild rice last year. No, 2 years ago. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. And I monitor it and see what's going on there. It'll be dirty rice, but hey, I'm okay with that. I can make like dirty flour or something with it. But it's 2 acres, and for me, that's lots, and probably for a few people that could feed. But it was in the middle of nowhere, but someone did channel water to it. And you'll find stuff like that in the wilds of British Columbia. You'll find old logging camps, old villages. There's towns that people just walked away and they're just all empty buildings because it's in the middle of nowhere. There's no movie house, there's no 7-Eleven, there's no sushi shop, right? There's no cafe. And people just don't stay there, right? It's like Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin needed a power source. So what did they do? They bought Ocean Falls, British Columbia. They bought the entire town. Why? Because it has its own power from the hydroelectric, from the waves going up and down. I'm not kidding. I'm for real. So, and there was an undersea cable that transported the from there. So Bitcoin bought it. There's one guy that works there at headquarters Bitcoin. One guy. You know what his job is? He's security. Yeah. They bought the whole freaking town. There was a couple people left. They paid them off to get out. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute here. um, I have been sowing wheat and oats. Okay, yep, we've read that. Hey, Mr. Thielen. Hello, hello, hello from all the way down under. Wow, madness. Yeah, that is madness. It is madness. But the only reason they did it was because they had a power source. They're in the middle of nowhere, and it will still be there after a blackout or after whatever happens. Bitcoin will still be up because they own the entire town, and there's no one lives in any of the houses. It's really weird. You can take a boat there, and there's one guy. You get off the wharf, and you'll see the power plant, and that's where all the computers are for Bitcoin. And nobody works there. There's no CEO. There's no nothing. Just a security guard. Yeah, that's pretty mad, I think. Yeah, people go there just to look around, and if you're poking around, I heard a chopper comes with a bunch of guys on it. I've never seen that. I just heard that through the grapevine. But I've gone to Ocean Falls before. No internet, no Bitcoin. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So they'll always have an internet connection there because they have a power cable that goes over to the mainland or Vancouver Island, and they all will always have electricity no matter what happens. They have their own electrical plant there, and it's run off the ocean. It's called Ocean Falls. So back in the day, the government actually put a hydroelectric dam onto the ocean that it's called Ocean Falls. So the ocean comes up and then it rushes down and it spins the turbine. You don't believe me? Punch in Ocean Falls and go and have a look. There's like one hobo that lives there or something. And then there's a security guard. I heard there's a hobo that lives in the bush there. There's nothing there. There's absolutely zero anything there. There's not even First Nations native people around there. Well, there is up near Bella Coola and stuff, but that's a little ways away. No internet, no Bitcoin. That's the whole idea why they went there. Oops. That's the thing. That's if the internet ever went down, they still have their internet there, and they'll always will because they have hydro. They have their own hydro. They bought it dirt cheap too. They didn't pay very much for it. It was an unincorporated town, so there was no rules. So they came in, put their computers in, and stuck a security guard there. That's it. And they got some pretty good security measures there too. You know, I haven't seen all that, but I have seen video of people going there. I was there before when I was younger. I went there with my grandpa. That's when people lived there. There was like, paper machine there and stuff. Wow. Yeah. It's up along the coast. Check it out. Punch in Ocean Falls. There it is. Headquarters of Bitcoin. Oh, I let the cat out of the bag. I better go now. My mom made cookies. There is also meant to be Bitcoin leggers or whatever it is on some satellites. Not my thing. No, not my thing either. I figure if you're going to buy a coin, it better be gold or silver or platinum. Okay. That's it. Anything else in the digital world? Really? You're going to slow down your hard earned money for that? My buddy owns some of that, hey? I'm like, how's that going? He goes, oh, it's worth lots and lots. And I'm like, you better grab your money. You can't cash in, buddy. Nothing like that lasts forever. Come on. I mean, there's two money people in the world. One's brick and one's the American dollar. Which one you going with? Well, brick's all Bitcoin, and American dollar now has got a bunch of Bitcoin on it. If you got nothing to spend at the store, you better have some gold. You better. Like just like 50 or $60,000 worth of gold would last you a long time, like little $100 gold chunks. You can buy them at Costco. Hey, you can buy like gold plates at Costco. So but the best thing to do is to buy nuggets from the miner, like where the gold mine is, and just buy some nuggets from them. And like so many grams once a month or something like that. I have silver hidden away for this reason. Not no more. Now we know about it, Oak. I have a ton of silver too. I have nice big silver coins like this, 1 ounce silver coins. And it was given to me. So I was like, okay. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I'm the only thing of real value on this speck of dust spinning through space is dust. Is it dust land? Yeah, no kidding. Hey, Arky, how's it going again, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, a lot of people don't look at it that way. Oops. Little blue marble flying through space in the Milky Way, tens of thousands of miles an hour, and that's you and I are sitting on that little blue marble. Good to see you there, Arky. Yeah, there's no disputing if gold or silver is a currency. Can't say that for anything else. Yeah, enjoy being absolutely well said. Just a little bit. Get a little bit and put it aside. You just don't know. You don't need much after SHTF because there's lineups and people hungry and mobs and hordes and zombies and drug addicts and civil war, whatever the hell's coming our way. You don't know. So, if you can look after yourself, that's the key. That's the key. First rule of silver stacking: don't talk about the silver stacking. Absolutely. I mean, one time all coins were silver, like quarters and dollars and 50 cents pieces. But then as it went up to 30 and $35 an ounce, that didn't happen anymore. To stop doing it in 73, I think in Canada, 72, 73, somewhere around there. I could be out by a year or two. And Arky saying hi to Oops. That's a cool name, Oops. Hey. Food becomes as valuable as silver. Wow. All the gold and silver in the world won't buy you any food unless you stack some up. And I have food that in my pantry. I have food in my freezer. I have food under the ground. I have food on the ground. I have food in the trees. I have food in the ocean. So there's a lot to look at. But people in the city, they ain't got that. What they got is a lineup at the big box store, and if there ain't nothing in there, you can bet that there's going to be some very hungry, hangry people. And there's nothing where you could be the best person with all the goodness and kindness, but when you're hungry, you're hangry. You're not the same person. Sugar's low. Oh no. When I used to bounce at a cabaret pub type thing where they had live bands and stuff, and I used to hand out lollipops as they came out. Those little orangey, purpley ones, black ones, yellow ones, red ones. And they're just like a little lollipop. Here you go. They're like, oh, because they'll be low on sugar. They haven't eaten, they've been drinking. And here you go. And I'd hand them out. I never had a problem. Never had a problem. Now, the guy that replaced me, he got beat up. I said, why do you just give him a lollipop, man? How did you find out for sure what those berries are? Nope. But it's a toss up between Shawnee Grows and Broke Farmer and myself. So there's a 33% chance that one of us is right. I'm leaning more toward Shawnee's, you know, answer to it. The price of precious metal does not increase the value of the dollar, decreases. Metals are a store of wealth, not an investment. He had time to remember how to barter, isn't that right? Hey, yeah, yeah. There's something up in the world all the time. I mean, we hear about, what do you hear about? One, two, three wars going on. Well, let me tell you something, folks. There's 2,000 to 2,500 active and inactive wars on this planet daily. Right? There's a lot of crap coming, and you better be ready. I'm not trying to fear porn you. I'm just trying to say, hey, hurry up and put extra cans of beans or canned salmon away. You're going to need it. The price of metals going up means dollars went down. Yup. There is a New Zealand Maori god named Rongo, the god of peace and the god of cultivating food. Also, Rongo is the word for ear. Always like that. Listen to each other, grow food, and be in peace. Absolutely. The Maori are kind of under attack there in New Zealand. You know, it's they're kind of under attack there. They Some of their rights are being taken away. Azad Zad TVPK. I can't say all those words, pal. I don't know what they are, but I am well, and my very best to all fellow Earthlings. And I think I went to your channel before. I think so. Better go and have a look. See. Go to channel. I think it's a bunch of guys that made food or something. Wow, 5,000 subscribers. Ah, right. Yes, I was there. Yes. You're all having a bunch of fun. Yes. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for being here. But I'm getting kind of hungry, and it's 5 o'clock. And I must say, much love, mad respect. Thanks for being here on a Friday night. Flat Earth Andy, bro. It's Thursday, is it? I thought it was Friday. Oh well, I missed a day. Sorry. Flat Earth Andy. Let's see who Flat Earth Andy is. I think you're somebody else. Maybe boom. Hey, Flat Earth Andy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There is a direct link with the Maori people and their old cousins, the people of the west coast of British Columbia. That's right. Your zone how. Yes, I know of this. Yes, there's actually a DNA linkage there. Flat Earth Andy, I'm nobody. Well, you're somebody. You're here. You're my fellow Earthling. So yeah, yeah, you're somebody, pal. You're all right. Welcome, Flat Earth Andy. That's right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All are welcomed here. Even if you think you're nobody, you're somebody, man. There's a universe inside of everybody. Okay, people look out with the Hubble telescope at the universe. Very few people look inside. And I'll tell you, you've got a universe inside you, and you're somebody. Much loved too. Ironically, one of the best places to find jade that is similar to New Zealand is the jade in British Columbia. Yes, yes, I just watched that actually recently. Yay, fellow Earthlings, peace be with you. Yeah, yeah, you as well. Yeah, jade here is high quality. A lot of the people from China come here and they mine jade pretty much for free. Yeah, and there are jade ads from both places that are exactly the same design. Yes, there is. You're absolutely right. There, but the DNA is there as well. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. The land bridge or no land bridge, the people from Polynesia, they cruised around on their little kayaks. And there are jade ads from both places. Yep. At Earth Andy hashtag Vapegate. Okay. The jade in Montana is awesome. It has orange in it. They told me it's Jasper. Oh, nice. And AZAD TV PK says nice. Looking good. Inside joke, Howie. Okay. No joking here, man. But on a more serious note, I'm getting hungry and I've got to go. And it's Thursday, apparently. I missed a day or something. I don't know why keep thinking it's Friday. It's these new things, So, yeah. Thank you all for being here. Much love, mad respect. Hit that thumbs up on the way in, on the way out while you're here, and share me out if you can, if you know how. If you don't know how, ask someone in here. They'll show you. Blessings to you all. It's been a great, fun conversation. And go and look at that. It's 2 p.m. Friday here. I knew it was Friday. If you want, go look at that short video and see what you can find out about that berry. It's the latest short that I put up. I'm totally curious, and I'll be putting up another one tomorrow. Blessings to everybody. Ending stream now. See you soon. Enjoy being. Always a pleasure. Thank you kindly for being here. Bye.